Central Command hasn't said where the explosion took place exactly or if it was part of the battle for the Iraqi city of Mosul. More than 100 U.S. soldiers are embedded with Iraqi forces, but the military has said Americans are not on the front lines. The service member's name has not yet been released.
Breaking news in our world lead. We're learning more about the U.S. service member who was killed in a roadside bomb attack in northern Iraq. This was the first U.S. combat death since the operation began to retake Mosul, once Iraq's second largest city. Let's bring in CNN Pentagon correspondent Barbara Starr. And Barbara, what can you tell us about the fallen soldier? What do we know?
Well, Jake, a short time ago, the Pentagon announced that this was Navy Chief Petty Officer Jason Finon of Anaheim, California, making that official announcement of his identity, the latest, the fourth American to be killed in Iraq in action against ISIS, the first combat death since the operations, the very dangerous operations near Mosul began. Gunfire erupted on the streets of the Iraqi city of Kirkuk after ISIS militants launched a surprise attack. Video captured the terrorists entering at night. Ongoing clashes reported. ISIS's sudden attack into Kirkuk, some 100 miles southeast of Mosul, is seen by U.S. military officials as an ISIS attempt to divert Iraqi forces from the larger fight to retake Mosul. Kirkuk, still a city of strategic significance because of its large oil reserves.
They are a very resilient and challenging foe. They're very adaptable, very creative, cunning.
The first U.S. service member to be killed in the Mosul operation died after his vehicle hit an IED. Up to 200 U.S. troops are in and around Mosul, advising Iraqi and Kurdish forces. They are confronting initial rings of bombs and booby traps outside the city. ISIS posting new video of clashes. Its weapons defenses are even greater inside Mosul. U.S. officials say the top U.S. commander telling the BBC ISIS must be stopped.
They saw people's heads off on TV. They drown people and video it. They burn people alive in cages. They crucify people. And they drive over people on the street with bulldozers. Are they using human shields in there? Yeah, they're probably using human shields in there.
The U.S. believes some ISIS leaders have already escaped Mosul. Remaining are about 3,000 to 4,000 fighters. About 1,000 are hardcore foreign fighters in a city of 1 million. The U.S. is trying to get a better fix on the strength of the dissident movement inside the city and whether those foreign fighters inside Mosul will fight to the death. And U.S. officials believe ISIS is already making plans for what comes next, that they will plan to become an insurgency, meld back into the civilian population, and stage attacks from there. Jake?
All right, Barbara Starr, thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's not a new Cold War, but it could end up being even more dangerous, and it's the next